Now we're going to take a look at After the Rain. This is the first repertoire piece from the end of chapter 3 on page 78. And After the Rain is based on a particular mode or a particular scale, which is known as a whole tone scale. So it's known as a whole tone scale, which is a scale that's based on just whole notes. So if we take a look at the right hand, for example, starts on a C, up a whole step to D, up a whole step to E, up a whole step to F sharp. Now with the left hand, we have a B flat and a C, which is also whole step. So this whole one is a whole tone scale. Now in this particular whole tone scale, you have 3 white keys and 3 black keys. So it's C, D, E, F sharp, A flat, B flat. Okay, so you can hear how it kind of sounds. C, D, E, 3 black keys. C, D, E, 3 black keys. C, D, E, 3 black keys. You only have 6 notes, 6 different notes in a whole tone, in a given whole tone scale. And there are actually only 2 whole tone scales. You have that one with the 3 white keys, C, D, E, and the 3 black keys. The other whole tone scale is 4 white keys, F, G, A, and B, and 2 black keys that are together. Okay, so those are literally the only whole tone scales we have in music. Okay, so in this case, we're doing the one that's the 3 white keys and the 3 black keys. Anyways, you don't really need to know that. I just think it's kind of cool and kind of helpful to recognize that fact. All right. So once you understand that, this becomes very, very easy to learn. So starting with the right hand, notice it starts with first finger. The whole tone scale is just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll use fourth finger on the F sharp. And then this is just backwards, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the right hand doesn't shift. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same notes, still in F sharp. Okay, so it's just literally those 4 notes. Okay, same thing on the next line, same notes, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you could write in all the fingerings if you want, or you can do like I'm doing, just write some of them. Okay, even when we get here, it's the same notes. So 2, 4, it's going to be D and F sharp. C, E is going to be 1, 3. So that's still just the same. So your fingers have not moved at all. It's literally C, D, E, F without the 5th finger. So that's the right hand in the beginning there. Going on, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1 again. You're not moving. Okay, so the whole right hand to that point is the same. Measure 17, we get a C, but guess what? Right hand doesn't move. Then end of that system, F sharp again, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's exactly the same notes. Now finally we shift down an octave. In the right hand, we move down an octave. But it's exactly the same notes. Then we shift back up to play C with 1. Okay. And then we shift up one more octave and play C, E. C, E like that. Okay. So now let's take a look at the rhythm for the right hand, because the notes are really, really easy since the fingerings are straightforward like this. So if we're looking at the rhythm here, it's in 2/2 time. It's in 2/2 time, cut time. So this is important to note because that means we need to count the 8th notes 1 E and A if we're staying true to the rhythm here, right? So we have 1 E and A 2, and you could subdivide 2 E and A if you want. Same thing here, 1 and 2, and then 1 E and A 2, and 1 and 2, and 1 E and A 2, E and A 1, and 2, and 1 E and A 2, and 1 E and A 2, and. Okay, because that dotted quarter is equal to 3/8, 1 E and, like that. Going on, we have 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and, like that. The rhythm literally is the trickiest thing on this one, so I definitely recommend writing in the rhythm with me. 1 E and A 2 E and. Then we have 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 E and a 2 E and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 E and a 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 E and a 2 and 1 and 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 2 and. So that's the rhythm for all of this. You can pause the video, fill in what you need to. Okay. So now we're going to play the right hand, just the right hand by itself, all the way through with the counting. So the right hand is on C5, fourth finger's on F sharp. Here we go. 1, E, and a, slowly play. 1, E, and a, 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, E, and a, 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, E, and a, 2, E, and a, 1, and 2, and 1, E, and a, 2, and 1, E, and a, 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, E, and a, 2, E, and. And then the left hand will play, we'll rest. Okay, going to bar 17, 1, and 2, and. Then left hand is going to play the higher notes. Going from bar 21, end of that system. Ready and play. 1, E, and a, 2, and 1. Now shift down an octave, fourth finger on F sharp, play. 1, E, and a, 2, and now shift back up to C5, and 2, and 1, and 2, and now shift up to an octave higher, C, E, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and. So that's the right hand. Get comfortable with that. And then let's take a look at the left hand. So left hand, we have C, D, E, F sharp. Left hand, we're going to actually start with third finger on B flat, second finger on C. So the fingering is important because we don't want to have to shift on this much. I'm going to do left hand fingering in blue. So 2, 3, just as indicated in the score. 2, 3. They look side by side, but they actually play at the same time. Okay, so they're concurrent, they're harmonic. Same thing happens on bar 3. If we look at bar 7 and 8, it's the same notes. Only thing is the rhythm changes. So 3, 2, 3, 2. I'll just write the fingering in. Going to bar 13, we go to 2, 4. Notice it's just a whole step lower. So again, whole tone scale. So C, B flat, A flat, A flat, C. It's the same thing all the way through there. And then we go to 1, 3. So our thumb is on D. Second finger on C, thumb on D. So your hand position is D, C, B flat, A flat for the left hand. Right hand is C, D, E, F sharp. Left hand is D, B flat, A. So that's where you start. And that's also where you stay for the most part. So again, it's 1, 3 here. Then I'll write in the fingerings. 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. That's bar 16. And then that means 2 is going to be on the next C on bar 17. Then we're going to shift 2 octaves up to play C6. Notice this left hand over, that will be second finger. And then 3, 2, 3, 2, because that's B flat, C, B flat, C. So notice it's the same hand position as we used down here, just up 2 octaves. Okay, like that. Then he shifts back down 2 octaves, back down, to bass clef. Okay, and then this is just 3-2 again. I should actually write it like this to indicate that you're playing them simultaneously. And then 3-2, and then 2. And that's it. Okay, so really, really straightforward. Let's do the left hand all the way through by itself. Here we go. So start position D, C, B flat, A flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting with the third finger on B flat, second finger on C. Here we go. 1, E, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, E, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 1, and 2, and 1, E, and 2, and 1, E, and 2, and 1, and, okay, so a bunch of rests. Going to bar 13, you have an A flat and a C. Ready and play. Staccato, 1, and 2, and staccato, 1, and 2, now B flat D, 1, and 2, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 2, C. Now shift up 2 octaves, C again, second finger, 1, and 2, now 3-2, B flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, shift down 2 octaves, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, E, and 2, and 1, and 2, and rest, and 2, and last C, 1, and that's it. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and play this hands together. Right? And I'm going to show you one more thing before we do this, and that is pedaling. Notice we have one super long pedal from the very beginning all the way to here, bar 9, and then the pedal resumes on bar 17 all the way to the end. Okay? And you're just going to push down the sustain pedal, the damper pedal, and just hold it down, the right foot pedal, the whole time. So I'm holding that foot pedal down before I even start. Okay, let's do this. So right hand is on C, D, E, F sharp. Left hand's on B flat, C, 3, 2. And we're counting. Here we go. 1, E, and very slowly. 1, E, and 2, E, and 1, and 2, and 1, E, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 1, and 2, and 1, E, and 2, and 1, E, and 2. Now we lift the pedal, and no pedal, 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, E, and 2, E, and left hand, 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, E, and 2, and now pedal, 1 and 2, cross over with the left hand, second finger on C, and 2, and right hand does not move, 1 and 2 and 1 and now left hand shifts back down and 1 E and 2 and left hand plays 1 right hand shifts down and 2 right hand 1 E and 2 right hand shifts back up and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and right hand shifts up 2 CE 1 and 2 and. So that was After the Rain very slowly. Now I'm going to play it faster. So get comfortable with that, maybe work up the tempo a bit, and then you can play along with this faster version. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 1 E and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 E and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 E and 2 E and 1 and 2 and 1 E and 2 and 1 E and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 E and 2 E and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 E and 2 E and pedal 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 E and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 E and 2 and 1 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 and 2